Hello everybody, Nolan with Black Diamond Services. Out on a Saturday afternoon, taking care of a new client that just moved to Stockton, California. Get the carpets cleaned up, and then we're going to be looking at some tile cleaning and potentially some hardwood floor cleaning. Just doing the carpets for today. This is actually fairly decent size amount. Just if you include the stairway, we got about probably 1,300 square feet to take care of. I brought a secondary carpet wand out, and my machine, thankfully, you can dual wand with it. So I got Preston with me today. You saw him in a previous video. If you noticed that one, he's been helping me quite a bit over the years, actually from the start of my business. Back when I was doing pressure washing, because it was a side business at the time, when I was still working for a carpet cleaning company. He actually had helped me a lot. There's some kick out. He is definitely a good friend. He took care of me. Like when I was first getting started, he literally came and helped me and didn't expect any money from me at all when I was starting. He just wanted something to do and decided to give me a hand. Didn't even ask for any money. So it's just nice to have a good friend like him to support you and all that. So while he's off from work, I hired him part-time to help him and his wife out. They definitely deserve it. Good people. So I'm going to be having him do some carpet cleaning upstairs, and I'm prepping the downstairs right now. And then that way, if I finish before him, I can get my stuff out of the house and then go up and help him. And then we got one more today after this. So I'm going to be moving right along, trying to get as much footage as I can for you guys. So, yeah. So he pre-vacked, as you can kind of hear in the background there. So this is the hardwood that I might be doing. We'll see. And then over here, gosh, the lighting's not that good. Let me see if I can get an angle on it. See how that grout line's more of a, I'm just gonna say a brownish color, but over here it's black. So I did a quick test clean so we could see if there's anything on the floor. And you can see all the pits are cleared out. And then over here you see those pits. The texture of the tile is a little dark. So I tested it to see if it would clean right up. And of course it did. I always test clean prior to taking jobs, because if it has something on it and it needs to be stripped, I want to know about it so I can clean it properly by stripping the floor first. And then cleaning the floor underneath whatever was put on it. If somebody put a coating over top of it and it happens to be dirty underneath it too, you gotta strip and then clean the floor. So in this case there was nothing on it. Grout Master cleaned it right up with a quick spray on. Literally waited probably no more than 5 to 10 seconds before I started agitating it with a bristle brush on my drill, and then wiped it right up, so I didn't let it dwell very long. So that's how quick Grout Master works. So yeah, get this downstairs all CRB'd, and I'm gonna hand it off to him. Start CRBing upstairs, and hopefully I'll have at least 2 rooms about done by the time he's done CRBing. And then by the time he finishes a room or 2 upstairs, I might have majority of this done. I actually think downstairs is actually the majority of the carpeting. It's just there's a staircase and that does take longer. So depending on where he's at, we'll help each other out. If he finishes before I do, then he'll come down here and help me out. Go over this traffic area right here a little bit more. There we go. What's that?
No chemical or chemical?
Yeah, chemical's off.
Okay.
I have the second lines right out there ready for you.
Okay.
So you just have to pull them up, and then the machine's on low right now, so you'll need to switch it over to 1 wand. It'll say it says it on there.
And then you said chemical when you spray or no chemical?
Leave the chemical off because you're just pre-spraying. Yeah. So he's still getting used to my system. He's done carpet cleaning before many times where we used to work, but I have a slightly different system than we used in the past. So I was just telling him to turn the rinsing chemical off, because for this job I'm using an alkaline based cleaner to suspend the soils, and then I'm rinsing with an acidic. So if you have the rinse agent turned on, or the chemical turned on, now you're mixing some of that acidic product with the alkaline product in the pre-spray. That's not necessarily going to destroy my pre-spray to where it doesn't work, but I just personally prefer to have it off so I don't dilute the alkalinity of the products I'm using. So while I'm CRBing, I keep the machine on low because the water reservoir that fills up to keep me moving is heating the water up. So I leave it on low so it keeps the water nice and hot. So when I start the wand, the carpet, it'll be good to go. Especially if it's the first stop of the day, it needs time to heat the water up so I can get rolling. So, alright, we got 2 rooms CRB'd. I got 3 bedrooms on the other side of the house to do as well. What's up, everybody? So I wanted to show you, this is one that I never use. It actually came with the machine. It's a titanium wand and it has 4 jets, just like my black one over there. The difference over there is this is not a swiveling wand, that one is, and it has that white glide on the bottom. So it's actually a little bit easier to push around than this one. See, I got stuck there, so I'm trying to one-hand it while talking to you guys. So this one's a little more difficult to use, so that's why right off the bat when I got the machine, when I found that other carpet wand, I purchased it right away before I even started going out and doing jobs, because I mainly wanted the swivel feature. I had never used a glide before, and of course I don't see how I could ever go back. So I have this as a backup, but today, since I have Preston with me, we're going to be using both of them. It is a little tougher to push, not a ton, and then the other difference is the wand head is smaller by about an inch or 2 in width. So, what's that? Yeah, just be a little careful when you get to the brick. That's all right. So, yeah, I brought this one out because I knew how big this job was going to be kind of up front, roughly I should say, because we discussed it on the phone a little bit, that there was at least 5 rooms. See, it's making a nice difference. So I brought it so we can double up and split up and divide and conquer on this one here. So just wanted to show you guys this, the old titanium wand. It's not a bad wand, it's just having a swivel and that glide has kind of gotten me spoiled. So I actually ordered another one of the swivel wands, and I'll be using that here in the future. At another new client's house, she had us do house cleaning for her the other day. Now we're out here to do the carpets. Got Preston with me, running the CRB. There is a chance that I might be coming back to do hardwood. She also told us that a week ago, roughly, this carpet was already cleaned. But, I mean, you can almost see a little bit of a transition difference from here to where the CRB's hit. So I don't know who cleaned it, but there is a little bit of a difference. I was just gonna close on you. Yeah, one opens one way, one opens the other way. There you go. Kick out here. The previous owner had cats. From what we learned, so it's going to be expected to have a little bit of this stuff pop out. Get to rinsing. Alright everybody, rinsing the carpet. So earlier I was using that titanium wand without the glide and the swivel. I'll tell you what, it's a bit of a workout after using this wand. I'm just a tad bit spoiled. I definitely wouldn't use that one full time. It was nice having it as a backup, because had we only used this one today on that first job, I totally would have been probably an hour and a half late to this one. and we actually started late today. Had Preston come in at 11:45, and then we left probably by noon to get some gas and whatnot. And Stockton was the house that we went to. It's about 50 minutes from us. And then there was 2 rooms and a hallway upstairs, and then 3 bedrooms downstairs. Living room and family room type deal that I was working on. And I had just about all of it but about 1.5 rooms by the time Preston finished the upstairs, and I did have a jump on him. I got about a room ahead of him in cleaning. But yeah, that wand is definitely a backup. I have another one of these on the way. I'm going to be switching over to the color red wands. The same exact one as this, basically, with some new upgraded parts from what I read. But I ordered a red one because there's some red color in my colors, and I wanted it to stand out more. When people see it, they're like, oh wow, the red wand. And that's the color that tends to pop out at people on my van, is the red stripe that is on there. So I thought it'd be a cool idea to have a red wand, and I might get red vacuum lines too eventually. So things kind of stand out at people, so it's kind of hard to forget us when you got all those key components that kind of help you stand apart from others that may be just running the standard colors, and they kind of all blend together. So I thought that would be a neat idea to do. And I might even consider red steam lines too, if they have them and they're good. So I'm gonna hit up this closet area, and then I'll come back to you guys. After I do that, a little tight area, so I'm going to try and use it both hands to get this done, and then go back at it. So thank you guys for watching so far. Alrighty, got that taken care of. So yeah, we started a little late. Probably got to the first job at about 12:45 or so. It was, like I said, about 50 minutes away from us. That one took till about, let's see, 4:45, and then we jumped all the way back to Oakdale for this one, so another 50 minutes. And now it is about 6:30. So, being that it's in Oakdale, my awesome wife is bringing me dinner for the both of us, so we can keep going and get this done. And then I'll have tomorrow off, which is Sunday, recharge, and then Monday I have a really big wood job to deal with. So if I don't get any footage of that, I apologize. I will see what I can do, but I got my new hire Adam with me, so my main focus is going to be training for that. He's going to be watching me and kind of going over some things. guys, I'm gonna finish this room up. My wife just told me she's here. So I'm gonna keep this going, eat some food, and I'll be back with you guys for a little bit more. So I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for the rest. Nice view. Alright, so from what the client told me, this carpet was cleaned a week ago from the previous owner, had somebody out. I'm getting dirt up. It's kind of hard to tell, but through the sight glass I could see stuff coming through. So I'm glad she decided to have it done herself, because it's definitely shaping up. So I was asking my worker here why I started in this area over here and this second row here before I went into the closet area, and the reason why is because before it shifted, the sun was beating down still in this area here. So I did that because I don't want the pre-spray to dry out before I get to it, because that is a problem. And then you're stuck trying to rinse it out even more, potentially causing a residue if your pre-spray happens to leave one. Now, the kind that I use doesn't really, but you still don't want it to dry out on you before you get to it. So I chose to do those 2 rows first to eliminate the chance of the sun basically drying out my pre-spray. So I like to do that because it didn't make any difference for me to start there in this layout of this house than it did to go into the 2 his and her closets sections. So it's just little things that I look out for, because if I have to pre-spray the room, then I'm wasting chemical. So it's just little things like that that can keep you moving forward and not worry about your product drying out on you before you get to it. And then I was also telling them, due to the size of the home and that there's 2 bedrooms on the opposite side of the house, what I would do is pre-spray half of this house and then clean it and then pre-spray the other half again, so your pre-spray doesn't dry out on you before you get to it, because there's a little over 900 square feet, and with my process and how I do things, as you guys have seen, it takes some time. So when you got the summer here, things are going to dry out faster. So it's smart to think about those things, because otherwise you're wasting chemical letting it dry into the carpet before you rinse it out. Just my personal preference. This is just shy of like 1,000 square feet, but it is a big home with a couple rooms on the opposite side, and then the rest of the areas are kind of closer to where I'm at this near this master bedroom. So I probably would have did those 2 rooms on the other side and 1, maybe 2 of the areas over here, and then save the rest for last, so I don't have issues with it drying out on me. So there's the result for right now. It's starting to lose light, as like I said, we started later, so it's starting to get close to nighttime here. So I'm gonna keep this going. Thank you guys for watching. Such a nice little backyard view. And the last room of carpet. So everybody, I think things are starting to kind of go back to normal, because even though I worked 6 days this week, even at the 5th day, I did have a record-breaking week for I think my best numbers ever. So I am very thankful for that. All my new clients and the repeats that I did during this time. If any of you are watching, thank you so much. You guys forced me to have to hire Adam and then Preston as well for part-time. If I need them, I work them. So like Saturday jobs, and a few days earlier this week before Adam could start, because of all my new clients, thank you so much for supporting a family-owned small business. In these times, that means the world to us. Being a newer business that hasn't even reached 5 years, I'm constantly trying to read books and about business and stuff. And one of them that I started reading does say that majority of all new businesses don't make it past the 5th, maybe 8th year of business. So obviously that's a goal I want to smash and get past. But the way things are going and all my beautiful supporters, I think that's not going to be a problem. And you just don't know how much that means to myself and my wife, giving me the opportunity to serve you and grow, to support my boys. That is literally the reason why I got started in my own business. Number one reason. There's other reasons, but number one reason is because of my oldest son. When we found out my wife was pregnant, I just had something in me that said I needed to provide, not just for my wife, but my son at the time, and we only had the one. So I started doing things in my spare time. Cleaning windows, some pressure washing, dryer vent cleaning eventually too. And then once we were able to afford it, went and got ourselves this rig. And I was, in the meantime, in between all that, I was researching different tools that I had never used before, because previous places of work didn't have them. Didn't even teach us about a CRB when we were getting IICRC certified, which the next few times that I took classes in the IICRC, I was actually told about them. And they've been around for as long as the last time I got certified, so that's not the thing. I honestly think that a couple things were left out that my current place of work did not do, so they didn't want us to know about it, potentially. This is just allegedly me thinking. But I was researching a lot of this stuff before I took some new classes, and was finding out all these new tools that can make for a better job. The CRB, swiveling high-end carpet wands. There's some tools that I don't even have yet that are for like commercial situations. All these amazing products, all these amazing chemicals that you can get that are higher end, make your life easier. Just all this fantastic stuff. And it's all because of my desire to provide more for my family, but also I'm able to do all this because of my amazing supporters. Even though we're not quite at 1,000 subscribers yet, we're creeping on 600 if I remember right. So close. And I am very thankful for all those who have subscribed. All of you in the comment section that constantly are commenting, thank you for watching, taking the time to leave a comment, hitting the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the bell notification so you're alerted when I upload a new video. Because there will be more content as much as I can. Grow with me, watch, and maybe learn something. Or heck, if there's somebody in the comment section that has insight on anything, business or otherwise, I wouldn't mind hearing about it. I mean, I'm reading books here and there to gain knowledge on different aspects of business, things that I should look out for, try, implement, things like that. They say the more you know, the more you earn, or the more you learn, the more you earn. Knowledge certainly is power, and you do not particularly need to have a fancy college degree to make a good living. Trades are doing very well nowadays. You know, whatever it is you want to go after, whether it's become a doctor, RN, registered nurse, or whatever it is, go for it. I'm telling you. You won't be sorry after all that effort that you put in. You're proud of what you've done and what you've been able to achieve. Earning things is amazing, has the best feeling. And I tell you what, it doesn't really bother me at all that I've been working 6 days a week for almost 8 weeks in a row. So you guys, I'm telling you, whatever you're afraid to do currently, take that next step and get yourself moving. I tell you, it is worth it. Stay focused, do what you can, when you can, and when you achieve it and hit those goals, I promise you, it's worth it. Alright guys, so I've been doing dry passes over this for a little extra than normal, but I just kind of wanted to get that out. So thank you guys again for all the amazing support. Time to wrap this up and get it done. So there we have it. All set. It's almost dark out. Time to go. Thank you guys.